Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Washington versus Utah college football matchup on Saturday, November 11th, 2023. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year, College Football Saturday here on YouTube. I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com, click on the Premium Picks tab. While you're there, use the discount code PICK to get 15% off all of your purchases of $19 or more. We now also have the Pick Dawgz Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These aren't meant for everyone. These are meant for people who make big bets. I make big bets. I know a lot of you do as well, so call or text the number. It's the only way you can get these packages. You'll talk to a live person, and like I said, you can't get them on the website, so call or text. But let's get to this one. Washington taking on Utah. Washington a perfect 9-0 coming into this game, but gotta say, they have looked certainly vulnerable at times. Michael Penix Jr. is now the leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy. Of course, an Indiana transfer a couple years ago, and he's certainly shown that he has a lot of skills, more than just a running quarterback like he appeared in Indiana. Of course, he threw the football there as well, but just not quite as effectively. I've seen it here as Washington. The reason being, well, he has a lot more talent around him than he had in Indiana, that's for sure. But what we've seen from Washington is in the last few weeks, they've really struggled and sputtered. It has not been that explosive Washington offense that we saw against Oregon in that punch fest. Well, we saw them last week against USC, a sieve of a defense. They actually moved the ball up and down the field, scored 52 points. But what we saw against Arizona State, 15-7. I think there has to be some concern here. That game against Stanford, 42-33. They were a 27.5 point favorite in that game. I mean, USC blew Stanford out of the gym. So, just certainly while, going 9-0 and no one's going to be perfect and it's college football and there's going to be bumps in the road. And, in the NFL, it happens too. There's bumps in the road. There's games that you don't play your best and you still win. That's what separates the good teams from the not so good. But I think Washington might have a little bit more vulnerability than that. For Utah, with Cameron Rising, saying he's not coming back this season, all that, at least they have an identity. They know what direction they're going in, and it might not be the direction that they really wanted it to be. But at the same time, Kyle Whittingham can flat out coach. And while Utah certainly is a much tougher team at home than they are on the road, well, we've seen them be pretty tough all over the place. They beat USC at USC as well, knocked off Cal, and then last week against Arizona State really found themselves winning 55-3 in that contest. Their losses, Oregon and Oregon State, and the loss against Oregon State, of course, that one was at Corvallis. I got to say, I think this one's going to be a little bit tougher game than most people expect. I think Utah's going to, at the very least, put up a good fight, if not take it outright. I'm going to take Utah plus the points, though, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.